Jay. This one has a bit of an old school feel to it, doesn't it? These teams love to run things down low.
Yeah, it's going to be a heck of a matchup, Kevin. A little bit of bully ball, you could say. Having a center you can run your offense through makes the rest of your offense that much better.
The starters for the Portland Trail Blazers. They've got Shaedon Sharpe, Avdia out there with Ayton. Then it's Anthony Simons. And it's Kamare in at the 3 spot. Count the basket.
This is how Levine operates. He hunts down shots and then fully commits to his selection.
Simons surveying the D. Sharpe. They get it again. And the call will be against Sabonis. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Ayton inside. Sabonis is there. And here now the Kings. Hey, Greg, one thing that the Kings have had work for them over the last few seasons is their depth.
And have made some shrewd moves to fill out their bench. Got great contributions from their 6 through 10 players. It's been a big part of their recent success.
He just makes it look so easy on offense. Like, who takes pleasure in torturing defenses? He does.
Now here's Levine. And some very quick points for him on that possession. Levine's got his second basket.
And look, he's showing he's not all strength. Levine with a nice little pull-up.
And it's Ayton missing.
That was a good look for him from mid-range, but just couldn't make the defense pay.
DeRozan finds Levine. Ellis trying to free himself up. And there's Levine on the assist from DeRozan. And that's now 6 points for Zach LaVine. Simons from outside. Sabonis grabs the board. For Sacramento, they've gone 3 of 4 from the field. Oh, look out! Goodness. Look out!
Wow, okay, I see you. Check out Levine getting artful at the rim, leaving the defense just completely clueless of how to stop it.
And it's Ayton missing. For Sacramento, they've gone 4 of 5 from the field so far. On the wing, Levine, defended by Sharpe. Trailblazers have gotten only 1 of 6 shots to drop for them to start this game. Offensive rebound. Shot clock at 6. The kick out to Simons. Buries the long-range jumper. Simons has got 5 now.
Nice vision from the youngster, Sharpe that time.
Levine for 3. Again, Levine missing. And Simons has got the ball here for Portland. It's a 3-point game. Here's the 3. And the Trailblazers, another 3.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
The wheel. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Now here's Levine. 8 points for him. And the officials call a traveling violation. And some changes here for the Kings. Valanciunas comes in for Domantas Sabonis. And Monk's subbed in for Ellis. And a switch here also for Portland. Grant's checked in. Monk against Simons. The 3 connects from 3-point range.
And I love Grant's mindset. Readies himself to shoot as soon as he touches the ball.
And DeRozan kicks to Levine. Monk with a screen on Sharpe. Levine inside the 3-point line. With that miss, he is now 4 for 7 from the field. And Simons wide open. He'll fire. A miss that time would have put him up. Kings have gone 5 of 9 from the field here in the first. For 3, Levine. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Here's Sharpe. Takes it inside.
Out of this world. Sharp is so quick into the air, and then he just hangs forever, able to do things most others can't.
Levine for three. Again, Levine missing.
And even with good coverage defensively, that he has confidence to drill the three.
He just didn't like what he saw inside, so he takes the open transition three. But if he'd missed, Coach might have had some words for him.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor, not even close to being a legal screen.
That's a very avoidable turnover. You gotta focus on the details.
From deep three-point land, Sabonis grabs the board. Sabonis has got his 5th rebound in this one. Hunter on the wing to end the run. Here's LaRavia. 1 for 3. No good on the last second attempt there. What a performance from Anthony Simons. He has been the story. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And taking a look at the Trailblazers' performance here, boys, what do you think they're doing or not doing?
Coming in hot. They were sharp from the perimeter right out the gate.
And as long as the threes are dropping, you've got to keep launching them.
On the floor for Portland, Matisse Thybulle's out there with Henderson. Then there's Klingon. Then there's Grant. And it's Kamare in at the 3, the small forward. The Kings trail by 8. Hey, Greg, what about Jeremy Grant? He's had about every role you can imagine on any team he's played on.
And, Kevin, he started out as a second-round pick, hoping to just make a team. He's been a bench spark plug, a starter, even a #1 option in Detroit for a couple years. Grant's done it all.
Monk for 3, and Klingon pulls it down. Trailblazers leading by 8. And it's Thibault in the corner. Back to Henderson. Pass to Thibault. Shoots the 3. And Sabonis pulls it down. Sabonis has got 6 rebounds here tonight. And the dunk by Lyons.
And hard to decide which is better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
Oh, there's no wrong answer. Sensational alley-oop. Now Klingon. That 3 off the mark. And here in the second with about a minute and a half gone by. From the arc. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Lets it go from deep. Here's Kamare. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. The Kings trail by 6. Pass to Carter. And then Carter with the jam.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
A point guard getting up like that, boy, that is special.
Klingon with it, defended by Sabonis.
You have got to be kidding.
Hey, talk about taking things into your own hands. For Sacramento, they've gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. Wasted no time on that one. Lyles got 5 points now in the quarter.
And how about Monk there scanning the floor for the open teammate? That's how you develop a trust from your teammates.
Klingon's shot is off. Kings have gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. Monk, no one around him. Another 3 for Sacramento. RJ, one league rule that has gotten a lot of attention, carrying the basketball.
Oh, these guys carry the ball at a ridiculous rate. Even Allen Iverson used to do it, and then eventually he took it out of his game. But yeah, the referees could clean it up a little bit, I'll be honest.
Gotta love a big who can also move the ball. Nice find by Sabonis.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
And the basket by Kamare.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Now Lyles, following Sabonis' 3-point attempt. Inside, Henderson passes to Thibault. It's stolen by Monk. And pushing it up is Sacramento Kings again in transition. Stolen by Grant. Henderson, no one around him. No good with the triple.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Pass to Wiles. Buries it from three-point range. Wiles got 8 points.
He can really stroke it from deep. You have to keep better tabs on him.
Here's Kamara. The three. Knocks down the three ball. Kamara's got the game tied up here for the Trailblazers.
And you know, he's going to continue to bury those if that's how they're going to D him up.
Sabonis' shot is off. Pass to Henderson. Launches it. They get it back. They can trade 2 for 1 here.
Would be the right move, I believe, right now.
Carter, the pass to LaRavia. Unloads from 13. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Klingen's got his 5th rebound in this one. That gives them the lead. Grant's got a pair of triples in the second now for the Trailblazers.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
Yeah, you got to know where he is at all times, especially when he's roaming around the perimeter ready to fire.
Substituting on.
And so here's Portland. 3-point lead. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Valanciunas.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
And deflections, they're a stat that all teams track. They show who is the most active defensively.
Wide open look here for Moore. Beats the buzzer. Wow!
Yeah, that's just an amazing play.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime. And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. You look at Jeremy Grant, what a contribution.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
I like how they came into this one with the game plan, and they're just going out and executing it. Terrific job.
The post pair for him will be Murray and Sabonis. Ellis is out there with Levine, and it's DeRozan and at the small forward position. So that's the 5 in the game for Sacramento. And here are the Trailblazers now, and Zach LaVine gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Now Ayton, still scoreless. Yes, that goes in.
There you go, Ayton rising and firing with confidence.
Outside, Levine. Jacks up a 3. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Ayton's got rebound number 5 here tonight. And it's Sharp missing. The Kings trailing. DeRozan with it. Now guarded by Ayton. A fader. And it's Portland with the rebound. And stolen by Murray. DeRozan for 3. Avdia with the rebound. Avdia's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Hey, RJ, what about Keegan Murray? He made the immediate impact in the NBA as a rookie, setting a record for 3-point shots made, and he has continued to build on it.
A bit of a surprise as the 4th overall pick in the 2020 draft. Murray was the right fit. Big part of Sacramento ending that 17-year playoff drought.
For Sacramento, they've gone only 1 of 5 from the field since halftime. Very slow start offensively. Got it. Nice one there from Levine.
I'm going to tell you this. Defensively, you cannot let a streak shooter get a groove. And right now, Zach LaVine, he is on fire.
Drops in the tray. Levine's got the lead up to 6 now for the Kings.
Nice ball movement there. Delivered the pass right on time.
Avdia finds Simons to the wing right side. Sharp against Levine. Here's Kamara. Outside, Avdia. Pass to Sharp. Can they get it? Hits the three-point bomb.
And that's just too much space to give a shooter like him. He works to get open, but the defenders have to work harder to nullify that.
And the jam by Levine.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. The solo alley-oop? That's not something we see too often.
Timed perfectly. Caught the defense totally off guard.
And how's that for a one-man show? Put this fella on Broadway.
The most magnificent alley-oop we could have seen. Pass to Levine. For three. A rebound by Simons. Simons has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Eyes a 3. And it's Sacramento with the rebound. Levine way outside. Good on the three-point shot. Levine's got 13 points here in the second half alone.
And a great job keeping his eyes up. Murray will be dangerous if he can become a consistent facilitator. And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Well, the first thought from the D there was to protect the rim. So good idea to take the 3 in transition.
To Kamare. It's stolen by DeRozan. One-on-one here. Levine inside the three-point line. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Here's Ayton. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Ayton's got 5 points now in the quarter.
I love the confidence. And Ayton knows he must continue to hone his jumper, especially shooting it off the catch.
Here we go. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
From past the arc, and another 3 for Sacramento.
Unwilling to let up, even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is. Maybe they've been going to him a little too much. Now he's having a great game, but his team is losing, and that is all that matters.
Levine, good.
The response, Levine hitting that 3 right back at you.
There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Sharp against Levine. Sabonis with the steal. And now Sacramento on the break. Levine can't hit. And Sharp has it in the corner. This one for 3. A three-pointer is right on target. Sharp's got 5.
A quality pass, setting up a quality shot. It's just textbook basketball.
And so it's Sacramento ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game, and it's presented as always by State Farm.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
Not just playing selflessly, but also making a smart decision with the ball.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. On the court for the Trailblazers, they've got Grant. Bringing his out there with Rob Williams. Then there's Scoot Henderson. And it's Benton in at the 2.
The only place for shots like that are in shoot-around.
I'd like to know what he was thinking. Did he think... Nah, he couldn't have thought that was a good shot. That was an awful shot.
Trailblazers moving the ball around. And here we go. Levine heading to the hoop. And once again off the mark by Sacramento. Trailblazers trail by 9. Stolen by Levine. And then Levine with the jam.
And finally, someone scores.
It's a slugfest. Maybe not the prettiest game we've seen, but sometimes the best ones are the ugly ones.
A second chance effort. Williams in the post. Goes up again. And he can't bank that one in. Sacramento leading by 11. 4-3, Levine. Henderson pulls it in.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time. Already a gifted passer, Henderson has solid vision for such a young player.
The Kings have gone just 1 of 6 in the field to start the fourth quarter. A bit of a slowdown for them right now. The tray. And it's LaRavia missing. And here's Grant. He'll bring it up for Portland. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points. Ellis kicks to Levine. Lets the three fly. LaRavia passes to Levine. Pass to LaRavia. Just 5 to shoot. Another shot. Levine, that's good. Levine's got 4 points this quarter.
Basically a Hail Mary, and Levine got the benefit of the doubt.
Kings foul.
So Portland ends up going with the new group.
First team foul. Substituting on the court.
Ellis against Simon. Over in the corner, Avdia. And here we go with DeRozan running it up the middle. On the wing, Levine, defended by Sharp. Levine with it. 5 on the clock.
are fierce rivals.
Oh, yes, they are, B.A. I love playing in these type of games. I mean, the fans are extra loud. The players are fired up. This will be fun.
The starters for the Golden State Warriors. Inside, it's Green next to Jackson Davis. Moody is out there with Stephen Curry. And it's Butler in at the 3. Here's Ellis. Shot clock at 5. 4-3. And it's Levine with the 3.
And with how well Levine attacks the bucket, defensively, you almost have to give him space to shoot threes.
On the wing, Curry. Lets the 3 fly, and that's good. His first bucket of the game.
These teams are finding the range, showing a lot of confidence.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
Now here's Levine. And he can't jam it through.
Tried to show off just a little bit there, but ultimately didn't work out. You know, he's going to get a few stares from his coaching staff and probably his teammates in the next huddle.
Here's Murray. One thing this Golden State team does very well is control the offensive glass, Brent.
Well, there's been a lot of talk analytically, BA, about how advantageous it is to come in and swoop through to grab offensive rebounds. Golden State has bought into that philosophy. They also have guys who take a lot of long shots, so that's long rebounds with a better chance of gaining an extra possession. So some smart analytical play here from Golden State in the past couple seasons.
Now here's Murray. The 3 from DeRozan. Sabonis, the pass to Murray. DeRozan down low. Moody defends. Outside Levine. And another shot. Misses off the left iron. Golden State has gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. Now the Kings in transition. From deep. Nails it from beyond the arc. Levine's got 6 points.
He had to get it away, and he did. Levine with the quick release.
Green for 3. Gets the 3 to fall.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
I had a chance to talk with the head coach of the Kings. He talked about the task of facing Jimmy Butler, fiery wing. Coach said, you can talk about the scouting report all you want with Jimmy, but he brings the extra dimension. Butler has the attitude that is unmatched in the league. The passion of Jimmy Butler in full focus tonight, Brian.
Thank you for that, Allie. Now here's DeRozan. Pass to Sabonis. Back to DeRozan. And here's Murray. The 3 ball. Back to DeRozan. Murray against Green. Picked by Murray. Here's Levine for 3. Drains the triple. He's got 9.
And just phenomenal at reading defenses. Levine understands when to shoot and when to pass in pick and rolls.
Well, Grant, in the spring of 2024, a remarkable streak ended. Domantas Sabonis had recorded 61 consecutive double-doubles.
Yeah, it was the longest streak since the merger back in 1976. Now, Sabonis has led the NBA in rebounding multiple years. Plus, he has averaged 8 assists in a season, so that is big-time production.
Now here's Levine. 9 points in the game.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Here's Green. Pass to Butler. Now here's Curry. 1:03 left in the first. Here's Green. From the top of the key, he buries it. Green's got 5 points. 55 seconds left in the first quarter. Outside Levine. Fires the 3. Oh, almost had a 4-point play right there. But he'll go to the line with a chance for 3. And you look at the Kings, Brett. They've had several name changes over the years of their franchise.
Yeah, before becoming the Sacramento Kings, they were the Rochester Royals, and then the Cincinnati Royals, and then the Kansas City Kings, and then all of a sudden, let's get to the West Coast, and here comes the state capital of Sacramento. It's not really affected the winning, though, has it, B.A.?
Now here's Pajemski. Pass to Curry. Monk with a steal. Fast break. Here we go. Here's Levine. And Levine throws it down.
Out on the floor, Levine can really move. He keeps the fast break one step ahead of the defense.
Curry passes to Kuminga. Launches it. Sinks it from distance.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
And the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
Outside Monk. Back to Levine. Tries the spin move. Overheeled. And that's not gonna go. Zach LaVine, he's been the guy making things happen. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out ahead in the second quarter. All right, guys, what do you think so far about the offensive approach for the Kings?
Well, you got to be impressed with how selfless they've been so far. Their passing has been simply outstanding.
It feels like the three-point line has opened up really early in this one, too. They've been looking confident from behind the arc, but there's a lot of attempts going up.
So on the floor for Golden State to kick off the second quarter. Curry and Pods make up the backcourt. Buddy Hield is out there with Kuminga. And it's Looney in at the center position.
Great anticipation off the missed shot.
Oh, his timing was impeccable. On the wing, Curry. He's checked by Carter. Back to Curry from deep. Oh, Curry doing what he does best.
So fast off the catch, Curry sometimes downright impossible to guard.
And it's Lyles missing. Golden State has gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. The three is up. Curry, no good. For Sacramento, they've gone just 1 of 3 to begin the second quarter. Inside. Sabonis, the pass to Monk. Fires from deep. Oh, nice D from Curry. The Warriors trailing. Here's Podziemski. They get the rebound. Left side, Kuminga. Pass to Podziemski. 6 to shoot. Hield from outside. Golden State with a rebound. And here's Kuminga for 3. Pure from three-point range. Kuminga's got 6 points.
This team looks to him to score the ball. They feel good when he's taking the shots.
Here's Lyles. Can't hit from in close. Golden State has gone 2 of 6 from distance here in the second quarter. Pass to Looney. Here's Curry. Brent, how much importance do you put on coaching at the pro level?
Well, B.A., it's huge, and I think the best coaches in the league are the best relationship builders. And it's not about the tactics. Everybody's running the same plays and trying to take advantage of the same things. It really comes down to the connectivity between the coach and understanding each and every player you have on your team.
Now here's Hield. No points so far. Outside Curry. Hield, a screen on Carter. Releases. Rebounded by Lyles.
And he just hasn't been able to get it going this period.
No, I haven't seen him in comfortable spots, or at least spots we've seen in this offensive set that are allowing him to settle in.
Knocks down the long J. Laravia's gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
Good play call and good execution. The offense running on all cylinders.
The kick out, Curry. Money! Stephen Curry, the three-point king.
I mean, he's like a magician how quickly he gets that shot off. Was it ever there?
And the Kings have held tough, but it seems like the West has gotten tougher, Grant.
Well, what's the saying? If you're not getting better, you're getting worse. And the Kings have to find that next level.
Now here's Monk, defended by Podziemski. 2 on the clock. Lets it go. Looney grabs a miss. And so Curry will bring it up for the Warriors. Trailing by 2. And here's Kuminga for 3. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Curry. Kuminga's got 6 points in the quarter. Pass to Lyles. Here's Laravia, guarded by Heel. Lyles a screen. Here's Laravia. And it's off from three-point range. And for the Warriors, they're shooting only 36% during the second. Looney the screen. Curry surveys. Outside Heel. Here's Looney. Three-pointer off the mark.
Looks like the game plan is they're willing to give him that kind of shot. It worked out for them this time, but if they give it to him again, I bet 3 points are coming.
Now here's Podziemski. He's scoreless. He drops it from range. We've got 22 seconds left in the first half. Sabonis with a screen on Kuminga to stop the run. Lyles' shot is good. Lyles has got 5.
It's clear there's a lot of pride on the line in this one.
Not always the best scenario, but in this game, pride takes over. You score on me, I'm going to come back and score on you.
Would you say testing the limits of his range there?
Well, I thought they played smart, and then all of a sudden it was maybe a little too flashy there, and that's unfortunate.
And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. Warriors ahead, leading by 1. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
Give me a beat. They're thinking about the shots.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Boy, Zach LaVine has been sensational.
And the bulk of his production has been generated along the perimeter.
Yeah, he keeps tracking down those spots behind the three-point line and finding some open opportunities.
And so it's Golden State with it. It's a one-point game. DeRozan and Murray in at the forward spot. Then there's Zach LaVine. Then it's Domantas Sabonis. And it's Ellis in at the 1. That's the 5 out there for the Kings. Brent, you could hit the 3 back in your day, and no doubt, Stephen Curry is the best three-point shooter in league history. What makes him so good from deep?
To me, BA, it comes down to the way that Steph goes about his habits in practice. If you ever watch footage of him in pregame warm-ups or in the offseason, there is so much variability in what he does in terms of preparing his feet and hands to shoot the basketball. There's no one that practices the way that Steph does, and there's no one that produces the way that he does either.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian, one nickname you hear for DeMar DeRozan is the lone mid-ranger. He said you can operate freely in the mid-range. It's like an ocean out there. If you're smart, you can take advantage of the space and pick teams apart. Brian?
He's an expert tactician working in between. Thanks, Allie. Now here's Curry. 10 points for him.
At some point, you need to know when to stop shooting. Just too many misses piling up for him.
Butler passes to Green. Back to Butler. Green, a screen. Pass to Jackson Davis. 6 on the shot clock. Moody from outside. And it's Sacramento with the rebound. Sabonis has got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. Launches it from deep. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Moses Moody. That'll be a second foul of the game.
Good shot selection there from Steph, feeling the rhythm and then easily connecting on the pull-up.
On the wing, DeRozan. Now here's LaVine. Moody defends. LaVine passes to DeRozan. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. On the wing, Curry. Green, a screen. Curry with it. Checked by Murray. Got a hand on it.
Yeah, great work on defense right there. Shooters have to be careful when Murray is lurking nearby.
And we're just about 2 minutes into the final half of play now. And here's Butler outside. The rebound by Murray. Murray's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Pass to LaVine. Beyond the arc. Again, the miss by the Kings.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Back to Green. Draymond! Oh, such a force inside.
How about Draymond on the floater there?
And here's Sabonis. Now we're into the third quarter. Just over 2.5 minutes played. Levine, that one's good. And Curry's got the ball here for Golden State. The lead is 2. Jackson Davis' screen. DeRozan against Butler for 3. And it's Butler knocking down the 3.
I like the timing, too. Jimmy Butler just bursting off of that pick to get to a shot.
Grant, despite the Warriors' success over the last decade, it hasn't always been this way for this franchise.
Yeah, they didn't have many winning seasons before they got Steph, Clay, and Dre. And you know, BA, from 1978 to 2012, they made the playoffs just 6 times.
Well, the defense was right up on him, so electing to go for the fadeaway there to create some room, well, that makes sense.
Kings trail by 5. Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
Levine can't hit.
Uh-oh. Did he change his mind on the way up? I think he did.
Pass to Green. Over Murray. And it's Green missing.
Well, that mid-range, Jay, usually pretty much on the money. Maybe the timing just a little bit off on that one.
Big time alley-oop from DeRozan.
A great read between those 2 guys. The defense didn't stand a chance, B.A.
These 2 teammates right here, Grant, they are connected.
And he's easily led the way on the boards tonight.
Well, he's been everywhere, and collecting those rebounds, that ends any kind of offensive possession and gets them started.
Yeah, this is an unbelievable performance from Levine. His offensive skill set is amazing.
Now here's Curry. He's got 13. Jackson Davis. And good, as it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. And the Warriors lead by 2. Outside Levine. 27 seconds left in the third quarter. And that misses. That would have put him up. And the Warriors shooting right at 35%. Not getting what they want out there.
The smart play. Wait and take the final shot.
Every second right now is valuable to you. That should be their strategy.
Curry from deep three-point land. Can't drop the tough three-pointer. 3 quarters of play and a close one here. The Warriors on top. They lead by a bucket. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Well, a great job with the eyes. And what separates great playmakers, as we know, is peripheral vision.
First team foul.
Well, this has been a great contest so far. I imagine the fourth quarter could have more action in store for us. And so in the game for the Warriors, Curry and Pods make up the backcourt. Kuminga is out there with Buddy Hield, and it's Post in at the center, locking down the middle. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Warriors.
Yeah, they've collected an impressive number of steals so far, using fast hands to force some turnovers and then scoring on the other end.
Something else I've seen from them in this game is just how quick they are to capitalize on their turnover. I mean, they're pouncing on that stuff. You've got to be careful when you're handling the ball around them.
Just incredible. I mean, he's really making it rain out there, knocking them down one after another.
Kind of like he's in his living room right now. He's found the comfort zone. Once he gets that, the defense knows they're in trouble.
Here's Levine. And again, it's Sacramento converting.
And just great intensity down the stretch. I mean, he really wants to rock with the game on the line.
Take a look at him, locked in right now in this moment, wants the ball in his hands and feels real comfortable with the shot he's taking.
Hield against Levine. From outside the arc. And it's Hield missing. Kings trail by 3. Levine passes to Valanciunas, and the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jonathan Kuminga. That's his first foul of the game. Murray's checked in for the Kings. Payton's checked in for the Warriors. Moody comes in for Podziemski. Here's Levine for 3. And Levine knocks down the three.
Cool, calm, and collected at a critical juncture in this game.
Outside Curry, puts up a three, knocks down the triple. Curry's got 13 in the second half.
Well, the moment that ball went through on the other end, you could see Steph wanting the ball back, and of course he did it. That's the answer.
Pass to Murray. Levine surveys the D. And another Sacramento three.
He's a guy that lives for a big moment like that. Great focus and courage in the clutch.
Outside Curry. Outside Payton. Over Murray. Payton, no good. Sacramento has gone 3 for 3 from downtown in this fourth quarter. Levine with it. Now guarded by Moody. Right side Levine. Fades away. The Warriors pull it in.
You get a feeling that he made that much more difficult than he had to. No reason why he had to fade away on that jumper.
Ooh, the smooth three from Moody.
Oh, very clever from Curry. They're attracting the defense and then just giving it away.
Murray passes to Levine. The three. It's rebounded by Golden State. Hield's got 4 rebounds now. Some changes for Sacramento. Domantas Sabonis, he's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. And DeRozan is subbed in for Monk. And there's a minute 45 left in the fourth quarter. The three from Curry sinks the tray. Curry's got 12 points now in the quarter.
He can score on you in bunches. Curry doing it all in this one.
Pass to Levine. This one for three. A big answer by Levine.
You have to applaud Levine's work ethic. He gives his all to find points for his team.
Curry, no good. Kings trail by 3. Sabonis with it. Now guarded by Moody. Sabonis, the pass to Levine. DeRozan outside. Clock at 6. Back to Levine. DeRozan, a screen on Butler. Here's Levine. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
That one stings there. Hurts so much more to turn the ball over, especially with how tight the game is.
And 1:01 left in the fourth. Outside Curry. Right side Butler. Marked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call. .50 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Levine passes to Ellis. Outside Levine. Picked by Murray. Pass to Ellis. Just 5 to shoot. Murray, no good.
And you know they were praying for that one to go down.
Man, that's just tough because that would have tied up the score. It's a tough one to swallow here in the fourth.
There's a 4-second difference between the shot and game clock. First free throw is good, and that gives him a 4-point cushion. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 5-point game.
Perfect from the line. It's now a 2-possession game.
From downtown, good! Another from 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable, B.A. Unbelievable.
And there's the foul. It's on Zach LaVine. So that'll be a second foul of the game. We're in the bonus. We'll go to the line to shoot 2.
That's just poor clock management defensively.
And so he drops them both. And it's a 4-point ball game.
Ooh, I think that's a wrap. And I can tell you, you can't have more pressure-packed free throws than the ones that are going to seal the game.
And so it's the Warriors who come out of... All right, Allie, thank you. And that about wraps it up for Allie.
matchup we have here in the front court ring.
Yeah, each of these teams are anchored by their big men. I think it's going to be physical and highly intensified.
And now the Golden State Warriors starters. In the backcourt, we'll see Curry and Podziemski. Jimmy Butler is out there with Moody, and it's Green in at the center. And so Green will bring it up for the Warriors. Here's Podziemski. His three-pointer's off the mark. Jacks up a three. Ayton against Green. They get the rebound. They shoot again, and that one's good. Ayton.
Just terrific at executing in the paint. Ayton has a nice array of shots to choose from.
Butler kicks to Green. Fires the three. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers.
And to me, Draymond Green really embodies the idea of a high IQ player. He can read the opposition, predict where a play is going, and those instincts aren't something that can be easily taught to anyone. The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Curry from deep three-point land. Out to the wing. Here's Moody. The shot's good on the assist by Butler.
Yeah, and all eyes were on Butler, but he has the vision to find the open man.
Here's Avdia. Good on the triple.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Golden State's gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. And Butler puts up a deep three. Green inside. He's covered by Ayton. To the inside. Deflects the pass. No good from outside. The Warriors have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. It's good from long range.
Well, the defense can't lose track of him. He's just too talented offensively.
If you're just tuning in, we played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. It's the outside fadeaway. Ayton's got his second bucket.
Just a big man with a quality jumper. Ayton has a lot of confidence in that shot.
Green with a screen on Simon. The shot by Curry, no good. And here's Ayton. He'll bring it up for Portland. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Earlier, I spoke with Chauncey Billups. He talked about the respect he has for Jimmy Butler and everything that Jimmy Buckets brings to the table. He told me Butler's special. He impacts the game with the ball, without the ball, and with his defense. But he said as much of a challenge as Butler presents, he'll be ready. Guys?
Thanks so much, David.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Outside, Avdia. Looking for Ayton, he gets it in there. And Ayton throws it down.
And it's the way Ayton uses his body inside. It's what allows him to get so close to the basket.
Now here's Curry, still without a basket. And again, it's the Warriors missing. Simons against Curry. Ayton inside. 8 points for him. And Moody pulls it down. Warriors trail by 6. Takes the three. Hits the three-point bomb. Moody's got 5 now.
Well, it's a three-point shooting league. Guys like him are so important for space.
Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession. And Portland making a change here. Grant's checked in. And the Warriors also making a change. Fields checked in for Curry. The tray falls through. He's now made 2 of 4.
And I don't care how far from the bucket he is. You've got to have a man on him. He's just too good from deep.
Now, here's Simon. Over to the left wing. Here's Ayton. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. He's got 11.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Here's Sharp. And the Trailblazers, another three.
And nice work on the perimeter. Defenses must respect Sharp's range.
Now Butler. No scoring in this one. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. And here is Ayton. 4 seconds left. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
This is his first free throw of the game. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Curry with it. And so it's Portland holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. Their lead is... And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And from Portland, guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Yeah, but it's hard to keep that kind of intensity for the entire game. But if they can come close to that, they'll be in a great spot.
So with Butler sitting on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. Some kind of shooting in the backcourt for him. It's Curry and Hield. Trace Jackson-Davis out there with Kuminga. And it's Payton in at the 3 spot. Payton. Got a piece of it. Now, here's Thibault. And here we go. Hield way outside. And Klingon pulls it down.
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have to have the confidence to take that shot. It might not always fall.
Yeah, it's one of those heat check shots. And heat check is a synonym for bad shot.
And the D getting outworked there on the putback. Can't let that happen.
And I can tell you from experience, these are the types of things that drive coaches crazy.
Portland leading by 7. Launches from deep. Offensive rebound. Henderson finds Thibault. Curry against Henderson. Back to Thibault. Pass to Henderson. Trailblazers moving the ball around. The fader. Grant. That's good. Grant's got the lead up to 9 now for the Trailblazers. Henderson against Payton. And Klingon has it in the corner. And Scoot Henderson picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
Sometimes it's just better to concede a rebound instead of fighting through the guy and getting called for over the back.
Yeah, that's a careless foul. Look, you like that he's being aggressive, but you also have to be disciplined.
Williams, he's checked in for the Trailblazers. Then for the Warriors, Draymond Green comes in for Trace Jackson-Davis. And it's Brandon Podziemski in for Hield. Here's Williams. The Warriors making the shot. Here's Thibault. Podziemski grabs the board. Warriors trail by 7. And coach this guy, Matisse Thybulle. He really changes what you can do on offense with his defense.
Yeah, look, Matisse Thybulle's as good a defender as there is in the league. He hasn't had that profile because we haven't seen him on TV as much, but he's disruptive. He causes turnovers. He blocks shots. This guy's as good as there is in the league.
So long and disruptive, a great word to use. Now here's Green, following the miss by Jeremy Grant. Podziemski's shot is good. Now just a 4-point Portland lead.
Well, that's basically a warm-up 3 for him. The defense can't allow him that caliber of attempt.
Warriors have gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played, sinks the triple.
And guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
Well, what I love about his three-point shooting is the spacing that he's adding. It makes things a lot easier for everyone else.
Drains the three-pointer.
Such a confident young man. Scoot just goes for it.
Curry deciding where to go with it. No good from outside. Got the defender off his feet with the bump fake, but couldn't knock it down. Here's the three. The rebound by Grant.
Yeah, and that three-point shot, it really has looked awful here in the second quarter. It hasn't stopped him from attempting them, but it's time to maybe find something else to do.
Fires the three. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. They play the clock right. They can go 2 for 1.
Just got to time it up right.
Pass to Curry. And it's Podziemski in the corner. Here's Green. Back to Podziemski. Clock at 6. Green against Henderson. Here's Podziemski. Good. And it's Green picking up the assist. Podziemski's got 17.
This is what separates Green from most bigs. A point forward who excels at passing.
Here's Henderson. Kicks it out to Grant. And stolen by Payton. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow. Right here on 2K Sports. And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Greg, you look at today's point guards, so many different types that can be effective.
And there's a lot more freedom for point guards to kind of explore the parameters of their game. Sometimes it's steadying an offense. Other times it's to ignite it.
They've got Ayton. Shaden Sharp is out there with Anthony Simons. Then it's Denny Avdia, and it's Kamare in at small forward. So that's who Chauncey Billups starts the second half with. Shot by Podziemski, no good. Portland leading. Outside, Simon. The three-pointer, no good.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Personal foul. First team foul.
The Warriors shooting has been a little ragged, just 38% from the field. Simons against Curry. Pass to Moody. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Trailblazers will take it. And for Portland, they're shooting around 40% from the floor here. Here's Kamare, guarded by Curry. Lets it go with a three. Second shot opportunity, and the officials call him for a 3-second violation.
Well, that one stings. In a game where every possession counts, he just gave one away.
The Warriors trailing. Loads of expectations come with going #1 overall, Stan. We all know that. Just ask DeAndre Ayton.
Yeah, Kevin, I think he's become one of the more underrated players in this league. He was the top pick in 2018. People will always measure him against that standard. But look, he's averaged a double-double every season in the league. It's not easy to be that consistent.
Ayton finds Avdia. Green with the rebound. Golden State's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. With the step back. And stolen by Sharp. Now here's Simons. He's defended by Podziemski. Fires from the wing. Jimmy Butler pulls it in.
Well, the analytics don't like it, but if the defense is giving it up, I like that shot selection despite the miss.
For the lead. Oh, Butler draining the three.
And down in the corners, Butler can be dangerous. He's pretty comfortable with that shot.
Here's Avdia. Portland no good that time either. Warriors have gotten just one of their first 4 shots to fall since coming out of the locker room at the break. Here's Podziemski. Curry with a wide open look. Another three for Golden State.
Curry is just lethal from outside.
Here's Ayton. Count the basket and the foul. It goes on Moses Moody.
Not only is he putting up the numbers, but he's doing it at a very efficient rate. Exactly when his team needs it.
Jeremy Grant, he's checked in for the Trailblazers. Henderson comes in for Anthony Simons. The Warriors also with a sub. Payton, he's checked in for Moses Moody. Portland trailing here. Henderson finds Avdia. Back to Henderson. Avdia against Curry. Avdia gets the bucket. Avdia's got 6.
And boy, did he ever sell the pump fake. Worked to absolute perfection.
Here's Podziemski. Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. To the right side. Kamare misses. And it's Butler with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Warriors. Look at the distance. Jimmy buckets.
And this is why you got to be all over Butler defensively. When you lay off him for a second, he can scorch you with that pull-up J.
Got a piece of it. Here's Kamare. Off target from three-point range. Golden State's gone 3 of 7 from three-point range here in quarter number 3. Butler from outside. And it's Ayton with the rebound. Ayton's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Curry against Avdia. And a miss there on the triple. The Warriors leading. Three-pointer, Payton. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton. The Trailblazers shooting 34% from the field. That's not going to get it done. Knocks down the 3-ball.
Totally unselfish play there from Ayton. Sends the ball to someone with a wide open look.
Curry against Henderson. Curry passes to Butler. Payton right side. Pass to Green with 4 seconds on the clock. And that one is off. That shot is off. We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. Trailblazers lead by 1. And we'll have... Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And he's always been the favorite to bag this honor. These kind of feeds are his bread and butter.
Well, he's a consummate floor general, surveying the defense and delivering the pass on time and on target.
3/10 quarters behind us. 1 more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the 4th. So with Butler sitting on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. Some kind of shooting in the backcourt for him. It's Curry and Heel. Jonathan Kuminga out there with Trace Jackson-Davis. And it's Payton in at the small forward position.
The defense gave him a little space, and he took advantage.
And Jackson-Davis gets it to go.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Here's Williams, plays it up and banks it in.
You know, when Williams gets positioned inside, he just looks to dominate physically, and then he shows you the skill set on top of it.
It's Curry outside. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Quingen's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Here's the teardrop. Outside Williams. Portland moving the ball around. Here's Quingen. Jackson-Davis defending. Tries again. Quingen's shot is off. Warriors trail by 3. Pass to Payton. Kuminga, screen on Grant. No good from Payton.
Finding space on the perimeter, but he couldn't capitalize.
Portland, no good that time either. Quingen with the steal. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Quingen's got 5 points in the quarter. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for Portland.
Well, all you can ask for is your guys to be really active on D, and they've been more than that tonight.
And another place they're finding success is in transition. They've been working hard to get ahead of the defense and find those easy ones.
Different look here for the Warriors. Draymond Green, he's checked in for Trace Jackson-Davis. Butler comes in for Kuminga. Moses Moody, he's checked in for Peyton. And it's Brandon Podziemski in for Buddy Hield. Andre Ayton's checked in for Portland. Hits it from three-point range.
It doesn't matter if it's off the bounce or off the catch. Curry never loses rhythm on his jump shot.
To the paint. Here's Sharp. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. The shot by Butler, nobody around. Misses the three. Trailblazers leading by 4. Pulls up on the wing. And it's Sharp missing. Warriors have gone 2 of 7 from the field in what's been a cold start to the fourth quarter for them.
And with a limitless jump shot, the elusive ball handling skills, Curry can get a bucket pretty much whenever he wants.
Pass to Green to take the lead. Rebounded by Kamare. Fast break. Here come the Trailblazers. Portland no good that time either. And here's Curry who brings it up for the Warriors. It's a one-point game. Lets it fly from 18. Green, no luck.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Yeah, they might want to draw something up here to get him something at the rim or get him to the free throw line. Sometimes that's all it takes to snap a cold streak.
And again, it's the Warriors missing. Portland's gone into a funk from downtown in the fourth. Only one of their 5 3-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket.
And nothing fancy really about that play. That's just good old-fashioned hard-nosed basketball to get that one.
Outside Curry. Connects from downtown.
Big-time basket at a big-time moment.
Yeah, don't you just love to see a player embrace that kind of pressure?
Simmons finds it. Fader on the way. Podziemski grabs the board. And here's Golden State. Right now, they're on a 9-0 run. 35 seconds left in the fourth. And here we go. Fast break. Curry's got it.
Fearless. Curry takes on the challenge and gets that big basket to fall.
Here's Avdia. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Now Podziemski. Good. Great play by Green to set it up. And it's an 8-point Warrior lead.
It's just too big a deficit to come back from at this point.
Well, you want your players to keep playing hard, but let's be honest. This game's over.
So we see the Warriors get the win here. They came in here and took care of business. Thank you, David. And that'll do it, folks. So for
face off at the center position tonight, Grant.
Oh, no question, B.A. I mean, these bigs bring the size and skill. Who has more tools in their toolkit? I mean, we're about to find out.
Let's take a look at our starters for Sacramento. DeRozan and Murray in at the forward spots. Then it's Domantas Sabonis. Then there's Zach LaVine. And it's Ellis in at the 1. Shot clock at 6. And there's the foul. It'll go on Shaedon Sharpe. That's his first foul of the game.
Yeah, he tried to gain position, but couldn't quite get there.
DeRozan, a screen on Sharpe. Here's LaVine. Oh, big finish!
Wow. Okay, I see you. Check out LaVine getting artful at the rim, leaving the defense just completely clueless of how to stop it.
And it's Simons missing.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Ellis passes to LaVine. Out to Sabonis. On the wing, DeRozan. And Ayton pulls it down. And here's Portland. Grant, there have been so many great players that have gone through Portland over the years.
Yeah, it's hard to believe it's almost 50 years since their last title. It's a great city with a great fan base. And for their sake, I hope their second title comes soon.
Richard, something you notice about these Kings, they shoot plenty of threes.
And that's the modern game for you, B.A. But Sacramento shoots especially freely. You are right. And those shots often connect, so I doubt that that trend changes for them anytime soon. Showing off those playmaking skills, LaVine keeps his head up, makes the easy play.
Avdia from outside. Pass to Kamare. Outside Sharpe. Now here's Simons. Not a lot of room. Again, the miss by Portland. The Kings have gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Here's DeRozan. And Ayton pulls it down.
Not that time, but that's a shot that he's going to make more oftentimes than not.
Here's Simons. And they pick up 2.
Oh, and that's a nice find by one of the youngest players in the league. Sharpe with tremendous upside to his game.
Pass to LaVine. From the arc. Oh, he missed it. Making him 1 for 2 now. Portland has gone 0 for 3 from downtown. Lets it fly. And the sweet roll that time on the rim. That one falls.
That's a guy you want taking shots, a quality offensive player.
Here's LaVine for 3. Portland with a rebound. Ayton's got 4 rebounds now. And here's Simons outside. Rebound by the Kings. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
I briefly spoke with Chauncey Billups. I asked Coach how they plan on bottling up DeMar DeRozan, and he kept the answer simple. Stay attached and stay in front of him. DeMar loves to get to his spots, and we know where those are, so we just have to make him work for it. I'm sure they'll be trying to limit his mid-range looks, guys.
Good job there, Allie. Thanks.
Not the shot I expected him to take or make, but hey, look, joke's on me. He hit it.
LaVine feeling it out a bit from behind the arc. And Ayton pulls it down. Ayton's got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Sharpe. Oh, and the jam by Ayton.
Assertive basketball. Ayton getting after it on the offensive glass, using his size to his advantage.
Ooh, took him no time at all to get that one.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Ayton against Sabonis. Avdia from outside. That one goes. Now he's 1 for 2.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Now here's Sharpe. Still without a bucket.
That was a good possession. They got a clean look. The shot just didn't fall.
Fires for 3. And LaVine with the basket. On the assist by Murray.
How about the confidence that LaVine has? Feels like he can take these shots whenever he wants.
Ayton, no good. A chance at a 2 for 1 if they'd like.
And I really can't see why they wouldn't.
And it's Murray finishing it off.
Yeah, and he gets off the floor in a flash. Murray can elevate off 1 foot or 2. It's easy for him to convert on lobs.
Now here's Simons. To the wing on the left. Here's Kamari. Buries it from 3. And so it's Levine with it. He brings it up for the Sacramento Kings. Sabonis outside. Takes a 3. No good on the buzzer beater. Well, it's been a high-scoring, competitive game through the first quarter of play. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter. We'll see what happens here in the second. And what do you think about the Kings here, guys?
Well, they've used the fast break well to score easy points and keep the defense unsettled.
In this league, it is so hard scoring in the half court, so you have to run every time you get the opportunity.
And so in the game for the Kings, they've got Malik Monk, Domantas Sabonis out there with Trey Lyles. And it's Carter in at the 1. Now here's Monk. Lets it go from deep, and he hits the jumper.
What an incredible ankle breaker to help create space for his shot.
Blazers trail by 3. Well, Grant, the Kings are one of those up-and-coming teams that are knocking at the door.
Yeah, they have some stars, B.A. They have some great role players, too. Part of their problem is they're in the Western Conference. It's so hard to just make the play-in tournament in that conference.
Such a talented passer at his position. Sabonis is all about making winning plays.
And here's Grant from the arc. Hits the 3-pointer. Grant's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
It's turned into a showdown here. Dueling from distance.
Take that, he says. I see your 3, and I'll raise you another 3.
Here's Lyles. Thibault with it. Now guarded by Monk. To the inside. Oh, Grant throws it down.
Oh, an athletic alley-oop play by Grant. Lifting off to snatch the pass out of the air and dunk it home.
Sabonis, left side. Pass to Lyles. The shot is good on the assist by Sabonis. Sabonis has got his 3rd assist of the night. And here's Grant from the arc. And again, it's the Trailblazers from deep.
Yeah, you see the vision from Henderson. Just a terrific facilitator.
Out to the right wing. Picked by Carter. Quarter 2 and about 2 minutes in. Pass to Sabonis. Picked by Sabonis. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And it's Lyles missing.
You got to move past that one. I mean, they'd want him to take that again.
Yeah, it's a great look for him. One they'll try and manufacture again. Those are the shots you want him to take.
Now here's Sabonis. Defense right on him. Takes the 3. And another Sacramento 3.
You give a shooter of his caliber that much time to seam it up? Oh, yeah, you're done.
Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Henderson for 3. Rebounded by Lyles. The Kings lead by 4. To the middle. To the left side wing. Pass to LaRavia. Let's go with a 3. Portland with a rebound. And you watch Donovan Clingan. He really benefited from that extra year in college, Grant.
Yeah, the development cycle can be a little longer for centers, B.A. He cleaned up a lot offensively, but took his strength and conditioning to another level. Nice lob. This is where Clingan can get a lot of his points early on while he's developing the rest of his game.
And he's going for the lob. Oh, Sabonis with the steal. Henderson against Monk. There's the triple. The shot that time not on target.
And sometimes on defense, you can just get lucky.
Pass to Clingan. Offensive rebound. Here's Kamari. And here's Thibault. Monk covers. Here's Grant. And it's all tied up. Grant's got 10 points in the game.
No hesitation from Grant. He's not bashful shooting off the catch when given the chance.
Lyles a screen. from the field after that one. 3 for 4 now.
Goes to Malik Monk.
The Trailblazers have gone 5 of 10 in the second quarter. Grant with it. Now Carter defending. That puts him in the lead. 13 points in the game.
Yeah, great find right there by Henderson. He is such a gifted facilitator.
Deflects the pass. And it's the Trailblazers on the break. To the left wing. 34 seconds left in the second. Kamari, no good. Sacramento has gone 3 of 6 from outside in the second quarter. And that one is hammered home. These teams just feeling each other out.
Yeah, I love the spirit out there. Already 6 lead exchanges.
Going all the way to the rack. Launches a 3. Sabonis, the pass to Monk. Here's Larabia. The wide open shot is on the money. Now it's a 4-point Kings lead. And here's Grant from the arc. And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. Sacramento on top. They're up by 4. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half.
33.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. One of the stories here, Jeremy Grant. Man, is he getting it done today.
You just love his patience offensively in the first half. Waited until he got the looks he wanted.
You love guys who can get their shots within the flow of the offense.
We've got Abdia, Shaden Sharp out there with Anthony Simons. Then it's DeAndre Ayton, and it's Kamari in at the 3, small forward. That's the group starting the second half for Chauncey Billups. Now here's Monk. And this is a star-driven league, but talk about the importance of role players, Grant.
Oh, B.A., a lot of times they're the ones who carry the day. You know what you'll get from your stars, but when the X factor ignites, that could make the difference.
Here's Kamari. And the 3 off target. Sacramento leading by 4. It's Monk on the wing, guarded by Sharp. Crowder outside. Over to the left wing. Crowder with a screen. Just 5 on the clock. Sabonis, he's open. The top of the key jumper is on the mark. Sabonis has gotten his first basket of the night.
Clearly, Sabonis has that shot dialed in before he even gets the ball. He catches it and shoots it with a quick release. And what kind of defense was that? You can't give up wide open threes like that. What are you doing?
Pass to Lyles. There's the 3. And Ayton pulls it down. Ayton's got 8 rebounds in the game. There's Simons with a 3. Another 3 for Portland.
There is no chance that this game is tied up without his offensive firepower.
Lyles a screen. Here's Ellis. And right away, they match it with a 3-pointer of their own. Ellis has got 6.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Now here's Crowder. Yet to see a basket. Right side Monk. And he's going for the oop here.
Nice find from the big man, Ayton. I like watching this man scan the floor.
Sacramento has gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. Back to Sabonis. To the wing, right side. Here's the 3. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Ayton's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Sharp passes to Simons. For the lead. Avdia, right side. They double him with Crowder. Pass to Sharp. 6 to shoot. The 3 from Ayton. Rebound by Sacramento. Monk with it. Now Sharp defending. Three-pointer. And it's Lyles missing. Portland has gone 2 for 5 from 3 since halftime.
Wow. I can't believe he just did that.
Wow.
See, those are the type of finishes that you pay to see.
And Sabonis gets it to go. Sabonis has got 4 points in the quarter.
Playing to his strengths, Sabonis goes to work inside.
Here's Sharp. Will not go. Misses off the front iron. Oh, got a piece of it. Stolen by Sharp. Pass to Avdia. Rebound by Sacramento. Sabonis has got 6 rebounds in the game. And here's Crowder from the arc. Sharp grabs the miss. Portland trailing here. And here's Simons outside. Rebounded. Domantas Sabonis.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Plenty of daylight on that shot. Monk's got his second basket of the night.
There was a time you could get yelled at for taking a 3 like that, but now it's a great decision, and it paid off.
Here's Ayton in the air, and the layup is good.
Yeah, when you let Ayton get the ball close, it's over. DeAndre is just too skilled.
Out to the wing. Fades. And it's Lyles missing.
Great contest by the defense, and he's unable to hit that tough fadeaway.
Pass to Sharp. Three-pointer. Rebound by Sacramento.
I think he's gone completely dry. Nothing is hitting.
Yeah, and the risk now is that he gets inside his own head. Time to take deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth, and let the game come to you.
Now here's Monk. He's got 5. On the take. They kick it out to Murray. Here's Levine for 3. Offensive rebound, Kings. Murray passes to Levine. The three-pointer is good from Levine.
3 points.
Oh, it's stolen by DeRozan. It'll count. Can't hit that one. Well, it's been an exciting game. Plenty of offense as we head to the 4th quarter. Sacramento on top. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
That's an unguardable pass, flat out. Give him credit for possessing that type of vision.
3 tense quarters behind us. 1 more to go. Thanks for being with us as we get ready for the 4th. Taking a look at Sacramento, we've got Zach LaVine, Jonas Valanciunas out there with Malik Monk, and it's Ellis in at the point guard position. Here's Klingon. Shot is good off the back rim and in.
Win or lose, this is the fight you want to see from your players.
You can't question the desire of these teams. It's going to be difficult for either side to get separation.
Outside Levine. Another 3 for Sacramento.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
And you see this so much more nowadays in the NBA. Teams putting a larger emphasis on jacking up threes.
And that's how you up the ante. Come right back at them.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
He got him. No doubt that's a foul. And it's going to be a transition take foul. And let's take a moment to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for Sacramento.
All game long, they've been making it rain from the arc. And look, they've done it by feeding the hot hand.
Yeah, another thing.
Oh, no. Look out! Ruthless! How is the hoop still standing?
Ooh. And not often we get treated to a solo alley-oop.
Takes precision timing for sure.
Okay, young fella. Look, I'll tell you this. Do not test Donovan Klingon. They just learned that the hard way.
Just outstanding distribution. This is the kind of team chemistry that you love to see.
Pass to Klingon. Monk grabs the miss. The Kings lead by 7. Valanciunas finds Levine. Crosses over. There's the drive.
The belief of Levine. Willing to do that in a game? Man.
The Trailblazers have gone 3 of 4 in the fourth and looking confident on offense. Kept alive. Klingen. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
And their offensive rebounding is such a strength for them when he's on the floor.
Yeah, he really helps them extend possessions, doesn't he?
Yeah, you can feel Coach smiling on the sidelines with every offensive board.
Out left to the wing. Oh, deflected. Pump for 3. And another Sacramento 3.
And their strategy is obvious. Manufacture looks from outside the arc.
With the way they're shooting, there's no need to look for any other shot. Just keep letting it rain.
Every possession counts for them right now. That's not going to get it done.
Pass to Levine. Pulls it from the corner. Portland with a rebound.
They say it's a make-or-miss league, and there's sometimes that you miss.
And here's Grant from the arc. Another basket. He's now 6 for 7 in the contest.
And the corner pocket was open, and Grant took advantage.
Releases. And all around the rim that time before dropping. Levine's got 10 points here in the second half. Henderson for 3. Zach Levine clears it away. Sacramento leading by 9. Monk with it. Dybel picks him up. No good from outside. From deep three-point land. And it's Laravia with a rebound.
Would you say testing the limits of his range there?
Yeah, he might have been feeling himself a little too much on that one. He can hit it, but not consistently.
Here's Levine for 3. Counted from distance. And now a 12-point Sacramento lead.
Yeah, he's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence.
And, of course, it helps space the floor, which gives this offense more room to operate.
Here's Williams. Valanciunas with a rebound. Well, Sacramento is shooting 52% from the floor so far.
Barring a miracle comeback, this one is wrapped up. They were able to control the tempo and flow of the game, and it will end in a victory for the Kings.
Man, they were in a groove from long range tonight.
Yeah, they were able to find space, and they were ready to let it fly the moment they saw an opening.
And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for Zach Levine.
And he was getting buckets all night long, giving the defense that work.
There's 25 seconds left in the... Oh! Throw it down! Wow!
Yeah, they blocked out the noise, blocked out the distractions, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
All road wins. They're just so sweet. They're just so sweet. You know why? Because they are so hard to come by.
Here's Levine for 3. Missed it. So no problem for Sacramento as they get the win. It ends up being a fairly easy...
is one. Brent, what will you keep your eye on in that matchup?
Well, Kevin, you're pointing out the guard play, so this is when they have a chance to go one-on-one. Which of these tandems can stand out against the other? Tons of pick and roll, tons of creativity, and we'll see which of these guys can pair off tonight to win this contest.
Now Sacramento starting 5. The post pair for him will be Murray and Sabonis. Ellis is out there with Levine, and it's DeRozan in at the 3 spot. It's stolen by Curry. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. Deep 2 from Murray. It's hauled in by Jackson Davis. Pass to Moody. Fires from deep. Sinks the three-pointer.
And drawing first blood, you know coach likes that momentum out of the gate.
Well, for us, it'll be interesting. Can they keep that kind of pace up all game long?
It seems likely that the Warriors' title run under Steph Curry, Brent, is probably come to a close.
I'm not going to count Steph Curry out quite yet, Kevin, but they have added some quality youngsters. They're trying to grow that group. How fast can they bring those kids along to championship caliber players? That's the big question. They're going to win their share of games.
And the Warriors with possession here. Sacramento able to drain the 3. Three-pointer, Butler. It's hauled in by the Kings. And DeRozan kicks to Ellis. The kick out to Sabonis. Outside, Levine. 6 to shoot. And the jam by Levine.
And over the years, Levine has put on the muscle, which helps him on those challenging finishes at the rim.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Curry against Ellis. Green with a screen on Ellis. No one near Curry as he lets it go. Buries the long-range jumper.
It just doesn't matter. Once Steph crosses half court, he's in range.
Levine with it. Butler covering. DeRozan for 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line, and I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
Now here's Green. Fires for 3. It's rebounded by Sabonis. Sacramento's gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. Brent, when I think of those title teams of the Golden State Warriors, clearly you think of the Currys and Thompson, and maybe at the top of that list, the importance of Draymond Green.
Well, there's no doubt, Kevin, that the lean on for Golden State defensively and to be as good as they were on that end of the floor falls on the shoulders and the very capable ones of Draymond Green. I mean, he took on all challengers and elevated the confidence of players like Steph and Clay. So Draymond's defense, elite and leading to titles.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. The Warriors have found something with Draymond Green and Trace Jackson Davis inside. Green says, with the rim protected by Trace, I can just play off instinct and read the game. Jackson Davis says, being able to interchange with him is great. Things he teaches me has helped my game a lot. Kevin?
I'd love to hear those stories. Thanks, David. And here is Murray. After Jimmy Butler made that last three-pointer. DeRozan finds Ellis. Shoots over Curry. Draymond Green with the rebound.
Pretty lax defense there. He's going to see fewer and fewer chances if he can't bury those kind of jumpers.
Pass to Moody. Another shot. Sabonis grabs the board. Sabonis has got his 4th rebound in this one. It's stolen by Curry. 3 on 3. And Green puts up a deep 3. They get it back. In the corner, Moody with it. Shoots the 3. Buries it from 3-point range. Moody's got 6 points.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Shot to stop the run, and that one comes up a bit short.
And there hasn't been anything easy for him in this period.
No, I haven't seen him in comfortable spots, or at least spots we've seen in this offensive set that are allowing him to settle in.
Sabonis, the pass to DeRozan. Kicks it out to Ellis. Outside, Levine. Lets the three fly. And so it's the Golden State Warriors heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Warriors?
Well, they haven't wasted any time getting into a groove from deep, putting up and hitting a healthy amount of three-pointers thus far.
Well, not only that, but you love how unselfish they've been to start this game. That's going to get all the guys in a great flow and feeling good. So moving that ball around and scoring off assists is a nice way to play.
Some kind of shooting in the backcourt for him. It's Curry and Hield. Kuminga out there with Gary Payton II. And it's Looney in at the 5 down low. So that's the group out there for Golden State. They grab their own miss. Miles with the screen. The shot by Monk is no good. Warriors leading by 7. Hey, Greg, one thing that the Kings have had work for them over the last few seasons is their depth.
And have made some shrewd moves to fill out their bench. Got great contributions from their 6 through 10 players. It's been a big part of their recent success.
Yeah, Sabonis just cleaning the board, taking care of business. That's just too easy if you're the defense.
Curry from deep three-point land. Sabonis grabs the board. Sabonis has got his 7th rebound here tonight. And he's going up for the alley-oop. It's stolen by Kuminga. Curry from deep three-point land. Stephen Curry, what a shooter.
So fast off the catch, Curry sometimes downright impossible to guard.
Hield with it. Sabonis defending. Hield can't hit.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Monk for 3. Good on the three-point shot. Monk's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Curry fires from way outside. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
Well, the moment that ball went through on the other end, you could see Steph wanting the ball back, and of course he did it. That's the answer.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
That's a 2 from Hield, and he hits the jump shot. And now a 10-point Warrior lead.
And smart decision by Hield. Surveys the defense and then just takes it himself.
Connects from three-point range. Sabonis has got 5 points now this quarter.
Yeah, it's such a sweet three-point stroke there. And it can really open things up inside because as good as he shoots it, it forces the opposing bigs to have to step out on the perimeter.
Now here's Curry. 12 points for him. 6 on the shot clock. Offline with his 3. The Kings trail by 7. Sabonis sets the pick for Monk. From the arc. And another 3 for Sacramento. You know, it used to be teams hoarded their cap space to make a big splash in free agency. But, Brent, why is that less common now?
Well, really, the mechanisms for you to retain and maintain your star power has gotten easier for teams as they have gone out for big extensions to make sure that their star is shining brightest.
And you gotta love that three-point stroke of Monk. I mean, he's got such a high arcing shot there. It gives it a good chance to go in from deep.
Now here's Curry. Kuminga sets a screen for Curry. And again, it's the Warriors missing. Here's Sacramento. They're rolling here with the 9-point run. Arabia passes to Lyles. Driving inside. Carter kicks to Monk. Sacramento needs to get off a shot. Shot's good by Sabonis.
And how about Monk there scanning the floor for the open teammate? That's how you develop a trust from your teammates.
Curry passes to Hield. From outside the arc. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Hield's got his second basket of the night.
And in getting that three to go, he snaps an 11-0 run by the Kings.
Monk, the pass to LaRavia. 26 seconds left in the first half. Sabonis finds Monk. Sabonis sets the pick for Monk. Fades back. They get it back. The shot by Carter. Nobody around. From outside, off the mark. Right there, the defender clearly trying to inhibit a fast break. I think that's a transition take foul. And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
And over the course of last year, he was up over 90%. And with a stroke like that, you see why.
Puts up a deep three. The putback. And oh, he hits the buzzer beater. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. The Warriors, thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after this break. And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Really an incredible game from Stephen Curry.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, just way too easy out there, and I'm sure Coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
On the floor for Sacramento, DeRozan and Murray slot in at the small and power forward. Zach LaVine is out there with Ellis. And it's Sabonis in at the center position. Here's Curry. And it's Sacramento with the rebound. Sabonis has got double-digit rebounds now in the game. And many around the league believe Curry doesn't get enough fouls called in his favor. GA, what do you think?
There could be some truth to that. He gets held and grabbed more than anyone when running off screens, but especially blatant on drives to the rim.
Offensive rebound. A second chance effort. Outside for Curry, and that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Sabonis.
Great energy on the deflection and a good job disrupting their offense.
Yeah, appreciate the work right now on the defensive end.
Curry outside. It's hauled in by the Kings. And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway. To the middle, it's stolen by Green. And there's the foul. It's on Keegan Murray. That is his first foul of the game. Warriors leading by 3. Outside Curry. He gets that one to drop. He's now 5 of 12.
On the offensive end, Curry both prolific and efficient.
Sabonis finds Ellis for 3. LaVine, and the rebound goes to the Warriors. Jackson Davis has got his 8th rebound here tonight. Butler on the wing. DeRozan defending. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. The Kings trail by 5. DeRozan with a screen for LaVine. Drills it from outside. LaVine's got 5 now.
He just takes advantage of the D in a way that very few players playing today can do.
And Green gets it to go.
How about that answer from Draymond Green? You don't think the competitor in him wants to step up and answer the call? He did it there.
Now here's LaVine. 5 points in the game. And again, it's Sacramento converting. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Here's Curry. Pass to Moody. Green with the ball. He's covered by Murray. Shot clock at 5. Shoots. Green, no luck.
That's exactly how you have to defend him. He's a guy that the D needs to be aware of at all times.
Ellis dishes to Levine, and a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. And now just a 1-point Warrior lead. On its way from Curry for 2. They kick it out to Green. Pass to Moody. Shot clock at 6. Green with a screen on Levine. Moody's shot is off. The Kings have gotten 4 of their first 5 second-half shots to fall. 80% since the break.
And Levine knows how to use the spacing on the floor to his advantage, whether it's attacking the basket himself or setting up a teammate.
Now Curry. 1:11 left to play here in the third. No coverage that time. Curry's got 5 points in the quarter. Neither side has relented a bit in this back-and-forth affair.
And you can sense the energy in the building already as this game is starting to build towards having a terrific finish.
The quick look, no good that time.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Levine for 3. Offensive rebound. Sabonis kicks to Levine. Good, and it's Sabonis with the assist that time. Levine's got 2 now from beyond the arc in the third for the Kings. Curry passes to Butler. On the wing, Green. Back to Butler. Some nice passing by Golden State here. Now Moody. He has 6. A shot that time, not on target.
Oh, can't punish the defense for leaving him open that time. That's a frustrating miss for a really steady jump shooter.
And there's a foul. It'll go on Trace Jackson-Davis. That's his first foul.
First team foul. Substitution on the court.
And stolen by Payton. And so it's Zach LaVine making things happen for the King. He got into double digits. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
It's just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Yeah, those are the kind of plays that you want to put on a canvas. Just beautiful basketball.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. So with Butler sitting on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. Some kind of shooting in the backcourt for him. It's Curry and Hield. Payton is out there with Kuminga. And it's Post in at the 5 spot. Here's Ellis. Back to Monk. Pass to Valanciunas. And Buddy Hield is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Ellis down low. Curry meets him.
Steph getting a little bit nasty on the defensive end there, not letting his man get comfortable on that possession.
No one near Payton as he lets it go. And again, no good by Golden State.
Well, the D really getting away with one there. No one on him. And that's going to be good 9 out of 10 times.
LaVine for 3. And once again off the mark by Sacramento. Payton outside. Pulls up for 3. Drills the three-pointer. Payton's got himself on the board with 3 there. Boy, right down to the wire here. Still anyone's ball game.
Yeah, and after all the energy both sides have expended, both teams still hungry for the win.
LaVine gets the bucket.
Well, they're trying to take command of this game, but it's been competitive so far.
Yeah, everybody trying to get away from one another, and the threads are keeping them close. This has been highly competitive.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line. And I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
Levine for three, gets the three-pointer to fall. Levine's got a couple of three-pointers now in the fourth for the Kings. Outside Curry. Pass to Kuminga. It's up a three. Levine with the rebound. And here's Levine who brings it up for the Kings. It's a one-point game. Here's Ellis. Warriors with the rebound.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
Yeah, he's got to move on, forget about this sequence here, and try to find a way to get on the board.
Here's Monk, and the ball out of play. The Warriors will inbound.
Substitution on the court.
And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Butler feeling out a bit. From about 19 feet, DeRozan with the rebound. The Kings have gone just 33% from the field in the fourth quarter so far. They are 2 of 6. Levine gets the bucket.
Good touch on the interior. Levine really crafty at figuring out ways to create space down low.
Here's Curry, and it's good off the back of the rim and in. Curry's got 20.
And none better, Steph stepping up. What a great feel for the moment. Steph Curry, bingo.
Sabonis finds Levine. Offensive rebound. Ellis against Curry. DeRozan passes to Levine. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Murray against Green. Outside Curry. There's the triple. Sabonis grabs the board.
It's been a struggle all night long from deep, but doesn't seem like he's lost his confidence. He's still letting them rip.
Levine inside the three-point line. Draymond Green with the rebound. And they're in position to take the lead.
And how big would a bucket be at this stage of the game?
Sacramento's gone 2 of 5 on three-point shots since the end of the third quarter. Murray is screen on Butler. The deep three from Levine. It's money from deep.
Remember that one. Guys, a difference maker.
I'm wondering, is that the biggest shot of the game?
There's a good screen. Count it! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
And Jimmy Buckets is alive.
Guys are not going to be in any rush on this possession.
Not with the lead. Now's the time to burn some clock.
Guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
Kind of like he's in his living room right now. He's found a comfort zone. Once he gets that, the defense knows they're in trouble. You know he's going to have the ball, and then you feel he's going to come through. He did it there.
Rosen dishes to Levine with the drive. Yes!
They're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
Yeah, looking for a miracle worker out there is the opposing coaching staff. I don't know that they have one. This game seems to be well in hand.
No good. And so it's Sacramento who scraped by with... All right, David, thanks so much. Well, folks, that's going to do it for...
of the crop.
Well, a lot of people would say that this is a guard-oriented league. I think it's a league of all the positions, but tonight, certainly, whoever can win that guard battle will probably go home with the W.
Certainly the headliner tonight. So here's Portland's starting group. We've got Anthony Simons, Denny Avdia out there with DeAndre Ayton. Then there's Sharp, and it's Kamare in at the small forward position. Now here's Ayton, and the foul called on Brandon Pajemski. That's his first foul of the game.
Team foul.
Ayton inside, working on Green.
Capable of guarding any position on the floor, Green's energy on defense really makes an impact.
Fires from the wing. Count it. Simons outside. Now here's Sharp, defended by Pajemski. Simons passes to Avdia. Again, the miss by Portland.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
And when you talk about this Portland team, Stan, they're young and talented. They have some nice pieces going forward.
Yeah, and Brian, it starts with Scoot Henderson and Anthony Simons in that backcourt, but Shaedon Sharp, when healthy, they've got some good pieces to build around.
And for his position, Green has impressive vision with the ball, helping him find the wide open man.
Avdia passes to Ayton. It's stolen. It's 2-on-1. Curry from deep three-point land. Oh, had the opportunity on the break, but couldn't make the three. Avdia outside. The three from Ayton. That one goes. Now he's 1 for 2.
You want to run your offense through him, a reliable scoring option.
And here's Green from the arc. Rebound by the Trailblazers.
Well, the defense catches a break there. You expect him to make those.
Three-pointer Sharp. Another three for Portland.
And everybody wants to see what kind of range Sharp has. Looks like the NBA three-point line won't be a problem for him.
Now here's Green. Back to Curry. Clock at 6. Jacks up a three. The shot misses. Portland leading. Ayton inside. Green covering. He shoots. Ayton, no good. Golden State has gone 1 for 5 from three-point range. A cold start. Curry from deep three-point land. The long-distance three is buried.
The only time Curry gets a little breathing room is on the break, and he's loving that one.
Golden State has gone just 2 for 6 from the arc here in the first. Outside Moody. And Ayton pulls it down.
I'm sure he'd like to have that back. That's a missed opportunity.
And here's Simons outside. The rebound by Moody. The Warriors have gone 3 of 8 so far. Outside Butler. Pass to Curry. The three. And the Warriors with another three.
Look at how solid Curry's motion is. Almost like he could have done that blindfolded.
And, Coach, when we get to the playoffs, Jimmy Butler plays his best basketball.
Well, Brian, look, it's tangible. You see his numbers go up in the postseason. Butler's been the #1 option on multiple finals teams. That puts him in rare company.
I don't know what he was thinking about there. Easy over the back call.
Yeah, come on. He knows better than to commit that. If you don't have position, they're going to call that every time.
And a new group getting ready for the Warriors. Jackson Davis is checked in for Green. Kuminga comes in for Moody. Payton's checked in for Pajemski. And Hield is subbed in for Stephen Curry. Now here's Kuminga. Fires the three. Gets the three ball to go.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Grant against Kuminga. Pass to Kamare. Off the outside. Here's Klingon, covered by Jackson Davis. And it's rejected. Left side, Butler. And he can't extend the lead to double digits.
Well, he's more than comfortable in the mid-range, but you can't make them all.
Drills it from deep.
Quick shooting from Grant. He gets it and takes it. It's just that easy for him sometimes.
The deep three. Kuminga's shot is off.
I know that he has the ability and confidence to sink that shot, but better luck next time, maybe.
Yeah, it's one of those heat check shots, and heat check is a synonym for bad shot.
Henderson, the pass to Avdia. Tipped. And that does it for the first quarter. Warriors ahead. They're up by 5. And we'll... And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Warriors?
Well, the coaching staff's game plan is very clear. Move the ball on the perimeter and shoot the shots with no hesitation.
Yeah, also, you got to appreciate how unselfish they've been. I mean, the ball movement has been impressive, and the assist numbers are off the chart.
On the court right now for Portland. Matisse Thybulle out there with Scoot Henderson. Then it's Jeremy Grant. Then there's Klingon. And it's Kamare in at the 3. And when you look back at the 2023 draft, the Warriors got great value out of their picks.
Yeah, I mean, they got Podziemski with the 19th pick, a versatile player who impacts the game at both ends. And they also got Trace Jackson Davis late in the second round. And he is a fundamentally sound big man with great upside.
Blazers trail by 5. Henderson for 3. They grab their own miss. Here's Thybulle. Again, the miss by Portland. The Warriors have got none of their first 3 shots to fall so far in the second. Kuminga's shot is off. Here's Payton. Fires in the triple. Payton's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
We haven't seen many buckets like that one. These teams have struggled to dial in their shooting.
Yeah, the score is also the result of quality defense. These teams are almost doing more on that end.
Here's Klingon. Well, the jumper's good from inside 6 feet.
And Klingon just owns the middle.
And Curry's got the ball here for the Warriors. 6-point lead. Kuminga's shot is off. The Trailblazers have gotten only 1 of 4 shots to go in. Pass to Klingon. Here's Kamare. Thybulle with it. He's covered by Curry. To the wing on the left. For 3, Klingon. The rebound by Payton. The Warriors lead by 6. Heel to the ball. No made baskets yet. It's stolen by Thybulle. Fires from way outside. Knocked loose.
I don't know what he was thinking. Maybe settling a score with his coach?
Well, if that was one of my players, I'd think about sitting him down right away and letting him think about that one.
They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
Sends it home from 3-point land. Looking at lineups around the league, Grant, seems like they're becoming more positionless than ever before.
Yeah, you're spot on, B.A. To the point where some people feel all-star voting shouldn't be by position anymore. It should be by merit.
Kamare. No good. That would have tied it. Golden State has gone just 1 of 6 from the perimeter here in the second. It's Curry all the way.
This is why you got to be right up on Curry. Any breathing room he gets is too much.
Henderson against Curry. Henderson drives in. The Warriors pull it in. Down low. Pass to Heel. And that's out of bounds. His last touch by Grant.
Nice deflection there. Really trying to disrupt their offensive flow.
Yeah, there's nothing easy on offense. Coaches love seeing that kind of hustle on the defensive end.
Draymond Green, he's checked in for the Warriors. Podziemski comes in for Hield. Robert Williams checked in for Portland.
One of the trickier plays to judge, but it would be hard to argue against the call.
Yeah, and that's maybe something that should be called more. We see a lot of moving screens in today's NBA.
So Portland ends up going with a new group. The putback controls the rebound and the putback.
Hey, I don't care what he lacks in height. You have to box him out. He's got a nose for the ball, and he's fearless pounding the glass.
Coach, you talk about guys who are always upping their game. How about Anthony Simons?
Well, Brian, I feel like he's one of the truly under-the-radar scorers in this league. He's put in a lot of time and work, never satisfied with himself or his game, and he just keeps getting better.
And that one's good. Sharp.
Yeah, just pulling up on a dime there. I love Sharp's take-charge attitude.
The Warriors leading. There's a screen. And here's Butler outside. Sharp grabs the miss. Portland has gone 2 of 6 from distance here in the second quarter. Avdia with it. Green picks him up. Here's Kamari. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead. The Warriors shooting an unimpressive 30% in this game so far.
First personal foul. First team foul.
We've got 33 seconds left in the second quarter. The three is up. Pajimski's shot is good. Pajimski's gotten himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game. Simons passes to Ayton. From the wing, yes, on the jumper.
Love seeing Ayton take these mid-range jumpers. He realizes guys at his position have to hit these kind of shots.
Outside Moody. Back to Butler. The fader. The shot, no good. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. Warriors ahead, leading by just 2. We'll take a quick break and then get you back to the action. Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. Man, it's been quite a game for Stephen Curry.
Can they come up with an answer for him coming out of the half? They have to change something defensively.
Yeah, I'd love to see what they drew up in the locker room, because you're right. He's the problem right now.
Curry and Pods make up the backcourt. Moody is out there with Jimmy Butler. And it's Green in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And that's the group for Steve Kerr as we begin the second half. Jacks up a 3. Simons with a rebound. Portland trailing here. Well, Stanley was a 5-time All-Star. Chauncey Billups, just 1 year as an assistant before becoming a head coach.
Yeah, but Brian, Chauncey Billups was a guy that even when he was a player and then as a broadcaster, always thought like a head coach. Well, the defense got lucky there. More often than not, he's making that shot.
Green against Ayton. Over Green. Again, the miss by Portland. Golden State has got nothing to fall from outside in this third quarter. Outside Pajemski. Pass to Green. Lets the 3 fly. Portland with a rebound. Kamari's got his 4th rebound in this one. The 3 from Ayton. Off the outside. And here's Simons outside. It's rebounded by Golden State.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Oh, it's blocked by Green.
Such a strong defender. This team appreciates when Green gets up to swat it away.
Simons passes to Ayton. 5 to shoot. For the lead. Hauled in by Curry.
I know he's on a cold streak, but he can't let that get in his head.
Yeah, they might want to draw something up here to get him something at the rim or get him to the free throw line. Sometimes that's all it takes to snap a cold streak.
Simons finds Avdia. Over Butler. And Avdia with the basket on the assist by Simons. Simons has got 3 assists now in this one. And Curry's got the ball here for the Warriors. They've only allowed 2 points so far in the second half. Simons with a steal. It's Sharp on the wing, defended by Pajemski. Back to Simons. And here's Sharp. 6 points for him. And they're unable to get the tying bucket there. Fires from deep. The shot by Pajemski, no good. Blazers trail by 3. Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
Curry from deep three-point land. And a great assist by Butler as that one goes. Butler's got his 3rd assist of the night. Well, Stan, you coached against some really tough players in your day. Where does Jimmy Butler stand right now? What makes him Jimmy Butler?
Well, I think, Brian, he's just a great competitor. He wants to take on the biggest challenges when he's on the defensive end, and on offense, he is willing to attack anyone.
Green with the ball. Now guarded by Ayton. Green in the post. He's against Ayton. And it's Green missing.
Well, I know he can finish at the rim, but the defense did just...
Oh, a highlight! What a slam!
Oh, my.
The burst. Man, Sharp can go from 0 to 100 in the blink of an eye.
Here's Curry. And Ayton pulls it down. Ayton's got his 6th rebound on the night. To the paint.
Yeah, the vertical for Sharp is there. He'll be a challenge to contest in this league for sure.
And the Warriors shooting only 29% in this one. Not great. Well, the Trailblazers shooting a rough 29% for the field here. Knocks it down from distance.
And that's on the defense, giving him a decent look. That's his shot.
There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock and the game clock. Green, the pass to Butler. Back to Green. Ooh, anticipated the pass. It's a turnover. Down low. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
And so difficult to defend. Sharp has 3-level scoring ability, and he is prolific.
Stolen by Sharp. Can't get it to drop. We're at the end of the 3rd quarter, and we've still got a close one. Trailblazers out in front. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. 0 chance to stop that.
Now that is an elite level dig. What a great passer.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. And on the floor for Portland here in the 4th. We've got Matisse Thybulle. Williams is out there with Jeremy Grant. Then it's Henderson. And it's Klingon in at the 5, roaming the paint. And the basket by Curry.
Well, guys, I'm happy I'm not guarding Steph right now. On nights like tonight, Curry can do no wrong.
And Hill puts up a deep 3. And the Warriors with another 3. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Warriors.
Well, they've shown just outstanding effort defensively, and it's resulted in several forced turnovers.
They're also finding a lot of points tonight off of transition play, running the floor and using the fast break to beat the defense.
Lets it go from deep. Oh, it's blocked by Williams. And it's out of bounds. The Warriors able to retain possession here. Pajemski's checked in for the Warriors.
Number 2, Brandon.
Here's Curry. Spins. Outside Pajemski. Oh, they get a hand on it. It's stolen by Thybulle. Curry with a steal. Pass to Looney. The 3. Williams grabs the board. Blazers trail by 3. Here's Klingon. The rebound by Payton. The Warriors have gotten half of their attempts to fall in the fourth. 2 for 4 now. And it's the Trailblazers on the break. And that's going to be a travel. And some changes here for the Warriors. Green's checked in for Looney. Butler comes in for Kuminga. And Moody is subbed in for Payton. The Warriors lead by 3. And a deep 3 from Curry. And the Warriors miss again. The Trailblazers have gone 0 for 3 in this fourth. Not good. Opthia can't get it to go. Golden State has got 2 of 5 threes to go here in the fourth. The shot by Podziemski, no good. Blazers trail by 3. Three-pointer Sharp. Nails it. He's now 6 for 8 from the floor.
And you see right there the practice time Sharp's put in. Sound shooting mechanics for a guy who hasn't played a lot of games in his career.
Such a wide open look.
And this is just typical of him. Always making an impact at crucial moments in the game.
Well, you know this is when they lean on him, and he delivers with a much-needed score.
And it's Simons missing.
At this point, I'm not sure if it's the play calling or the player himself.
Out of bounds. It'll be Warriors ball. Just under 2.5 minutes gone by now in the final quarter. And here's Butler outside. The 3 dropped in by Jimmy Butler.
This is Jimmy Buckets at his best. Rising to a challenge and delivering for his team.
Here's Ayton. Played it in with a nice touch off the window.
This is the mismatch they wanted under the hoop, making a crucial bucket as easy as possible.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Pass to Curry. Avdia with a steal. And stolen by Green. Curry against Simons. Curry passes to Moody. 1:43 left in the fourth. There's the triple. Portland with a rebound. It's Sharp on the wing for 3. That is now his 7th field goal in 10 attempts. Impressive.
And these are exactly the moments where you find out if a player is tough enough for the NBA. And Sharp showing no fear in a clutch situation.
Butler's shot is good.
And they retake the lead with a bounce-back 3.
Opthia from outside. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Green's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Podziemski with it. Now guarded by Simons. They got the rebound. Curry looking it over. And there's the foul. It's on Anthony Simons. That'll be a second foul of the game.
These calls can be so difficult for officials to make.
59 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. Curry from deep three-point land. Misses the deep three-point attempt.
I have no clue why he pulled up from there. At this point in the game, it just doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, all right. That'd be an automatic benching if I was coaching. What was that?
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. You just missed it.
Pass to Kamari. It's Opthia on the wing. To the left side wing. To take the lead. It's rebounded by Jimmy Butler. And it's Butler with the ball for the Warriors. Shot clock and game clock. 1 second differential. Beyond the arc. Off target from downtown. Here's Green. Yes!
Have to take care of the defensive boards better than that.
Yeah, they need to pay attention to the details. Second chance points are backbreakers.
Three-pointer Sharp. Oh, that shot had a chance, but the all-or-nothing shot attempt is off the mark. Allie, thank you as always. And that'll do it, folks. For Stan.